First, let me know, is audio and video both okay? Are we good to go? Is everything okay? All okay. So this is our session regarding Indian economy, Indian financial system. As I have told you yesterday, that what we are going to do here, we are going to cover first your module A here. We are going to start from the module A here. So this is the module A, unit 1, overview of Indian economy. So the new batch that has been started from 4th of August only. So in this batch, we are starting from the first module or A module of your Indian economy, Indian financial system. So let's first understand what is this subject. So because this is an orientation class, so we are going to understand what this particular subject is, and accordingly what we are going to do, we are going to cover the syllabus from the Monday. It means this is the orientation class. So let's have an idea what this particular subject is. Okay. So no video. First of all, I request to all of you, do rejoin the session once. If you are facing any kind of issue in audio and video, then do rejoin the session, because as I can see on the YouTube, everything is going good. So first, if you are facing any kind of audio and video issue, do rejoin the session. Okay, so if I am talking about Indian economy, Indian financial system, this subject covers the certain part like Indian economy and Indian financial system. The Indian economy and Indian financial system, this is your subject, in which the subject is divided into two parts. The first part is Indian economy and the second part is Indian financial system. So Indian economy covers your two modules, that is the module A and module B. If I talk about Indian financial system, it covers your two modules, that is module C and module D. So the subject of your Indian economy, Indian financial system, it have 4 modules. The 2 modules covers the part of your Indian economy and the rest 2 modules cover the part of your Indian financial system. Now, what is the difference between these 2 modules? Like if I am talking about Indian economy part, or if I am talking about Indian financial system part, what is the difference? So in the Indian economy, Indian financial system, you will find out that the question will be based on theory and data. Theory and data will be there in the Indian economy, Indian economies module, that is module A and B. Now, what about theories? Theories in the sense of like definitions will be there. And if I am talking about theories, theories means the definitions will be there of microeconomics, macroeconomics, GDP, NDP, NNP, all these definitions will be there. That's a part of your theory. Now, the database question can be the type of question you can see. Let's say for example, there are 3 sectors in the economy. The primary sector, secondary sector, and the tertiary sector. Primary, secondary and tertiary, the 3 sectors are there in the economy. And if I am talking about with all of you that I want that what kind of economy India is. Can we call India agriculture based economy, or an industrial based economy, or a service based economy? So what type of economy India is, let me know. What type of economy India is, let me know. Not from the part of view of, not from the point of view of your economic system, from the point of view which sector based economy India is. India is a primary economy, secondary economy, or a tertiary economy. Not about the mixed economy I am talking about. That's the economic system. Okay, I am asking about you, which sector is the most contributing sector in the country. So primary, okay. So maximum are going with the primary. See, first of all, if I am talking about to define an economy in a context of that India is an agriculture based economy, or industry based economy, or a service based economy, you have to follow 2 conditions. The first condition is that your overall national income, the national income of the country should come 50% from the particular sector. This is the first condition. And the second condition is the employment generation that you are doing in a country, that should come minimum 50% from the same sector. This is the minimum criteria. Like if you want to call India an agriculture based economy, you can call it when the national income 50% income is coming from the agriculture sector, plus the second one is employment generation in your country comes from at least 50% from the agriculture sector. In that situation, you can say India is an agriculture based economy. But if we talk about the factual data, the primary sector gives us the employment generation around 48% in a country. So around 48% population got their job from the primary sector, from the agriculture sector, and the tertiary sector provides us around 53% of national income. So you can say here that India is neither a primary based economy nor a tertiary based economy, because this two condition that I have given you here is not followed by any particular sector. Clear? So if you want to call India a service based economy or an agriculture based economy or an industry based economy, you have to cross check two things. The first thing is the income 50% should come from the sector, plus the 50% employment should come from the same sector. If it is fulfilled, then you can call an economy a particular sector economy. Right? So this is the factual data. Like theory is what? Theory is the definition of economics you are studying. But when it comes to the database factors or database question, these are the database question. So they can ask what is the contribution of which sector in the particular economy, or it can be asked what is the per capita of India. It can be asked what is the current GDP of the country. That can be asked like at the time of independence, what was the contribution of Indian economy in the global GDP, in the global trade. So these kinds of data are the factual data that we have to cover in the subject. So the module A and B cover these kind of questions. So theory based questions will be there and data based questions will be there. Now theory based question, do not try to mug up the definitions. What you have to do in the theory based question, you have to understand the concept. Without understanding the concept, you won't be able to answer the question. If you are trying to mug up the definition and the particular theory part of Indian economy subject, then you won't be able to answer the question, because it needs what? It needs a proper understanding of a topic. Right? For example, let's discuss here. There are two terms. We have two terms. First is economy. Let's say we have two terms. The first term is economy, and the second term is economics. The first term is economy and the second term we have economics. Clear? Now let me know, is these two terms are same or different? Are these two terms same or different? Economy and economics. They are same or different? Economy and economics. Both are different. Why? Because economics you have heard always as a subject. Economics we have studied as a subject. We have heard about it as a subject. So economics is a subject in which it's very obvious. If it's a subject, we are reading something in this particular subject. So economics is a subject in which we are doing a study of what? Economy. So economics is simply a study of economy. Now, what is economy? What this particular economy is? This economy is simply a system in which production, distribution, and consumption of goods and services was done. So economy is simply a system in which production, distribution and consumption of goods and services is going on. And to study this system is your economics. Clear? Now what is the reason why you are studying this system? Why you have to study the production, distribution and consumption of goods and services? The reason is very simple and reason is very known, that in every country there is a scarcity of resources. A scarcity of resources means there are limited resources with every country. But when it comes to the needs and wants, every country will have unlimited needs and wants. So you have scarcity of resources, you have limited resources, but the needs and wants of the public is unlimited. So you have to make sure like you are allocating the resources, you are doing the allocation of resources in such a sense that your unlimited needs and wants will be fulfilled. Hana, you have to do the allocation of resources in such a sense that your all the needs and wants, the unlimited needs and wants will be fulfilled. That is what the economics is actually means. So that's why we have to study this system. Like production, distribution, consumption, we are doing of goods and services. But this is not exactly the numbers which is required by the country. Okay, so we have less resources but unlimited needs and wants. That's why we have to study this system, like how we will be able to fulfill the needs of the population and what kind of management should be done in the allocation of resources so that the people will be able to get their food needs and wants fulfilled. This is the simple topic of economy and economics. And this is the theory. Now, in this particular part, one more thing I want to add, the economics is a subject in which you are studying economy, and you study the economy in a two-part, like in the branches of the economics, you can study that. The first branch of economics is microeconomics, and the second branch of economics is macroeconomics. Now, what is microeconomics? When you study economy as at individual level. When you study individual person, individual company, that's a microeconomics. But when you study economy as a whole, that's a macroeconomics. Okay, and it tells you about the levels of the economy. Like you want to make a policy, you want to decide the pricing of the goods and services. Here, these two branches, sorry, of economics is going to help you. Like that is micro and macroeconomics. Clear? So this is how the micro and macroeconomics is here. So when you study the definition, what is economics? Economics is simply a study of economy, or economics is a study of a system in which production, distribution, consumption of goods and services is done by the country. That study of ecosystem is known as economics. What is microeconomics? Microeconomics is the study where the study will be done on the individual person or firm. And macroeconomics deals with the economy as a whole. These are the definition of economics. But if you mug up these definition, there is going to be a kind of issue, like in the exam you will not be able to memorize the concept and you won't be able to answer the question, because they are not going to ask you the direct question. They will ask you the question by making it a little bit tough. And how they can do that? By giving you a toughest language, by using a certain kind of language that make your concept automatically tough for you. So that's what they are doing. And that's why I am saying we do not have to mug up the concepts. So we do not have to mug up the definitions here. We have to go with the conceptual understanding. So these are the pattern you can see in your module A and B, theory and database questions will be there. Now, if I talk about the module C and D, the module C and D of yours covers the overall concepts, nothing else. So the whole conceptual study should be done in the module C and D. Now, module C and D is your Indian financial system, and when we talk about Indian financial system, it's very obvious. It's very obvious that your economy, or I can say if we're talking about the Indian financial system, we are talking about the overall financial systems for financial product and services. Like first of all, as we have discussed what is economy and economics, similarly let's discuss what is financial system. So do let me know what is actually the financial system. Do let me know what is financial system here. What is financial system? What is financial system? A system where the exchange of funds will be done. We have discussed the same in the PPB class also in today's session only. So the exchange of funds is your financial system. And this exchange of funds is helping us to know that which people require the money, who will having a deficit of funds and surplus of fund issue. Like we know exchange of funds will be done under the financial system, but this exchange of fund will be done among the person who have surplus money and the persons who have deficit of money. and the persons who have deficit of money. Clear? So to exchange the fund among these persons is known as your financial system. Okay, and when we are studying the financial system, we have to study everything. Like we have to study what are the first of all we are studying what are the certain mediators who are helping us out to fulfill the needs of the person for the money. Right, like the banks are there, financial institution, NBFCs, primary dealers, money market, capital market. These are certain platforms and mediators who help us to raise the capital from the market. Right, apart from that, we have a certain financial product and services like shares, bond, debentures, commercial paper, certificate of deposit, bonds. Apart from that, commercial paper, call money, notice money, all these are the financial product and services. And then we have a market participant, those who comes to the market to raise the capital or to give the money, to invest the money in the certain sector. Like the mutual fund investors are there, individual investors can be there, companies are there, RBI is there, NBFCs are there, primary dealers are there. They are the market participant who participate in the economy to raise capital or to do the investment. So all this is the part of the financial system. All this is the part of what? All this is the part of the financial system. That's what we are talking about here. And it is all related to what? It is all related to concepts. You have to cover the concepts about the different financial product, financial market and market participants. Clear? So this is how we have to divide the syllabus, and accordingly we have to cover the syllabus. Now when it comes to the syllabus, I have defined you that what is actually your Indian economy, Indian financial system is, and also I have discussed what is the module actually means, what kind of questions actually can be seen here. Firstly, we are going to okay, Mukesh sir, Vishnu sir, just wait for 2 minutes. I will answer your question here. So before that, this is the information for all of you. I hope you already know about it or you have done the registration also. So from 1st of August, your registration is started, and if you do not want to pay a late fee of 100 rupee or 200 rupee, do make sure you register yourself before 7th of August or till 7th of August. One more important thing, in this particular registration, IIBF has already given you the notice, already given you the instruction that in the future, if you want to change your center, if you want to change your venue, if you want to change your time slot, that will not be entertained by the IIBF. So do make sure whatever center, slot or venue you are taking, you are very sure about it, because you are not in any situation, in any condition, it cannot be changed in the future. Okay, so do remember that. And this is the dates. On 8th of October, you will have your Indian economy, Indian financial system. On 14th of October, the principles and practices of banking. On 15th of October, AFM. And on 29th of October, we have retail banking and wealth management. So these are the 4 subjects you have in the JAIIB that you have to cover. But now the major problem is PPB and AFM, they do not have gap. On 14th, you have to give your paper for PPB, and on 15th, you have to give the AFM. So first of all, the very important thing is that by 30th of September, everything should be completed. What you have to do by 30th of September, your PPB, your Indian economy, your AFM, conceptual study plus revision plus practice should be done. Because from 1st of October, what happened? You have your first paper of Indian economy, Indian financial system. If you have a time, still, let's say for example, you have completed your IE, IFS, you have revised it, you have practiced the question. But still, until and unless you are done with your paper, you are definitely going to read the IE, IFS only, because that's your first paper. Okay. Now, what happened for the PPB and AFM? PPB is for your on 14 and 15 you have your AFM. So you will get 7 days and 2 subjects you have to cover. So that's why I am saying for these 3 subjects, at least try that the syllabus, revision and everything should be done by 30th of September. So that after that you will be only able to practice the questions, give the mock test, analyze the mock test you have given, do the self-evaluation, etc. And then retail banking. So what can we skip retail banking right now and we will start preparation after the PPB or AFM? No, we can't do that. For retail banking, what you can do, retail banking have a smallest syllabus in comparison to other subjects. So right now, go make sure that concepts you are clearing. focus on the conceptual understanding. Hana? So you can give easily 1 hour daily to the retail banking from now onwards, and you will be able to cover the concepts of the retail banking. After your 15th of October, you do not have any other exam. You are totally free. Your all the time you can dedicate to the retail banking and wealth management. Then do the revision, practice, question, etc. That will be sufficient for you. But do remember the 30th of September, let's say for example, is the last day for your preparation, because the next day you have a paper. In such mindset, you have to prepare these 3 subjects. Okay, and these are the 3 subjects: Indian economy, Indian financial system, and your retail banking and wealth management. These are the 2 subjects which are the new subjects. Okay, now you have a doubt how we are going to cover our syllabus, because we were covering the module C right now. Okay, so I will inform you everything about here. Do not be confused. So the batch 1, if I am talking about the batch 1, in the batch 1 we have completed module C. Okay, now the batch 2, 3 and 4, the batch 2, 3 and 4 started from 4th of August. This is the first class for all those candidates. Hana, this is the first class for the persons who have joined the batch 2, 3 or 4 of the Sankalp JAIIB October English medium batch, right? Now in the batch 1 we have completed module C, that is from 21 unit to 28 unit we have completed that. Now what we are going to do now? All these batches are together now. So from 4th of August what we are doing, we are starting with the module A. And this module A will go in all the batches, the 1st, 2nd, 3rd and 4th Sankalp batch. We are starting from 4th of August, the module A. Then after the completion of module A, we will go with the module B, and then we will go with the module C for the batch 2nd, 3rd and 4th. And for the batch 1, what we are going to do, first we have completed module C, then we are going for a module A, then B, and the last we will be completing the module D. So this will be the sequence for the batch 1 candidates, and this will be the sequence for the batch 2, 3 and 4. So do not worry about it like you have the recording of module C, that's the additional recording for you. Do not have to worry about it. We are going to cover module C after the A and B, that will be combinedly completed by me in all the 4 batches. I hope so now you are not confused about what we are going to cover and how we are going to cover. Let me know, is it clear? This part, module A and B will go together. Hana, module A and B will go together in the 1, 2, 3 and 4 batch. Okay, and then in the 3rd, 2nd, 3rd and 4th batch, after completing B, we are going to cover C and then the D. So all the batches I will be taking live. Do not worry about it. But yes, one thing is important. This is how we are going to cover. The timetable is already available on the website. You can go and check the study plan that is available on the website. There you will find everything about your daily classes. Okay, now let's start. This is the syllabus. You have 4 modules. In the JAIIB, you have 4 subjects, and for all the subjects, each subject have 4 modules. Similarly, in the Indian economy and Indian financial system. So the module A and B are together. That's a part of your Indian economy. Okay, and the module C and D you have to study together. That's a part of your Indian financial system. Okay, and if I talk about the May 2023 paper, what happened in May 2023 paper, we have seen that the weightage of module C and D was more in comparison to module A and B. So it had the weightage of 60%, it had the weightage of 40% only. Okay, and we need how much score? We need 50 marks to clear the Indian economy, Indian financial system subject. So can we say that we should skip the module A and B and we'll start with the C and D, because it covers 60% weightage? It means 60 marks paper will come from the module C and D. Can we do that? No, we cannot. Because Indian economy, Indian financial system is your new subject, first thing. Second, the first time paper happened held in May 2023. And the third, IIBF is a kind of a dynamic institute. It keeps changing the pattern of the question. Sometimes they match the following questions more, the case study questions more. In the May 2023, they added the statement based question with a very tough language. So you cannot go with the key takeaways. This key takeaways of May 2023 paper is just an idea what IIBF have done. Okay, so all the 4 units we have 4 modules. How many modules we have? We have 4 modules in the Indian economy, Indian financial system. All these modules cover unit 45. How many units are there? 45 units are there. So each and every module, each and every unit we have to cover, because we are not going to take any kind of risk in the paper. So this is what we are going to do. That's why I have created a combination. A and B will be covered together. C and D will be covered together for all of you. Okay. Now, if you want, like if you feel like you are free right now, that's not mandatory, but if you feel like right now I am free, I can give more time to my preparation. What you can do, A module will go live in the classes. You can check the recording of C, that is additional for all of you. So you can go and check the module C recording and you can start covering the module C. And then when I will taking the module D, you can all join the module D there. Okay, so that's when according to your timetable. If you have more time and you think like in the month of August you have more time, in the month of September you will have less time, you won't be able to cover much syllabus at that time. So you can start watching the recording of C, and after that we will be covering the module D. Okay, so this is the way we are going to cover the syllabus. Now let's check what are the modules here. So module A and B have a comparatively less units than the C and D. So you can see module A is your Indian economy architecture, in which we have to study about Indian economy, like how the evolution of Indian economy has been seen, what changes in the Indian economy happened, what major shocks Indian economy has faced, all that thing we have to cover here. So an overview of Indian economy, the sectors of Indian economy, economic planning in India and Niti Aayog, role of priority sector and MSME in the Indian economy, infrastructure including social infrastructure, globalization, impact on India, then economic reforms, foreign trade policy, foreign investment, economic development, international economic organization, climate change, sustainable development goals, and the issues facing Indian economy. So you can see everything is related to the economics. How your economy running, what are the changes, what are the challenges, what has been changed in the economy, everything we are discussing in the first module of your Indian economic architecture. Clear? How the economic planning has been done right now, how economic planning is going on, everything we have to cover. Now the module B is your economic concepts related to banking. The module B is also related to your economics, but the terminologies or the terms which are related to banking that we are going to cover. Like for example, the fundamentals of economics, the micro and macro branches of economics, the type of economies, then the demand and supply on which the overall economy is dependent. Demand and supply is also known as market forces. They are the market forces on which the overall economy is dependent. On the market forces, overall economy is dependent. Then the money supply and inflation, the theories of interest, the business cycle, monetary policy, fiscal policy, system of national accounts and GDP consensus and union budget. All these are related to the banking. All these are what? All these are related to the banking. How we can say all these are related to the banking? So first let me know who formulates the monetary policy. Who formulates the monetary policy? Let me know. I think it's a very simple question. You do not need options here only. So who formulates the monetary policy? Very good. RBI does. The central bank of the country, RBI, formulates the monetary policy. Fiscal policy is formulated by Government of India, but both covers the money supply. Both monetary policy and fiscal policy both controls the money supply in the country by the different ways. So this is obviously related to the bank, because the money supply will be absorbed from the market from the help of a bank, or money supply should be injected in the market by using the banking system. So they are related to the bank. Money supply, how to measure how much liquidity is there in the market. Liquidity means cash flow. So how we are able to measure or how we are able to know how much liquidity is there in the economy. For that we have a measures of money like M1, M2, M3, M4. They are related to the banking because they cover the demand deposit, the term deposit, deposit with RBI, everything. So again it is related to the banking. Inflation is rise in the prices. Whenever the prices of goods and services is rising, that is known as your inflation. So when we talk about inflation, it is again related to the banks. Reason, because inflation is related to the prices of goods and services. It talks about your cost of living of the person. It changes the interest rate in the banking sector. If the inflation is high, your rate of interest will be high. If the inflation is low, your rate of interest will be low. So accordingly, the interest rate of the banking sector will be decided as per the inflation. Now the business cycle is dependent on, or the different business cycle is different for all the different sectors of business or different businesses. Because let's say in offices that are 24/7, what is the business cycle of offices that are 24/7? So business cycle is simply a S-shaped curve, in which you can see expansion, peak, decline or trough. These four phases will be seen. So in offices that are 24/7, when this phase of peak level will come, like the boom period will come. So the boom period will come in the month of, let's say, April, May or June, not the April, May or June, March, April and May. These are the 3 months, and then the rest 3 months are August, September and October. So March, April, May, August, September, October, these are the 6 months in a year in which offices is at its boom, because this is the period of exam for the JAIIB only. If I talk about the CIB, we will include the November, December here, we will include the June, July here. Okay, so that's what we're talking about, that in overall year, the certain period in a year will be a boom period for the company and will be a decline period for the company on the basis of the business of a company, and it will be different for all the companies. And accordingly, you earn money, accordingly you provide employment, accordingly the per capita income will increase, accordingly the national income will increase, accordingly the banking sector's interest or services will increase. So that's how all the chapter here are related to the banking sector. So all these in the module B are the economic concepts which are related to what? It is related to banking. Clear? Next we have module C, that is your Indian financial architecture. Now here we have to cover the financial system architecture. Like the evolution of Indian economy we have seen, here we have to see the evolution of financial system. So the Indian financial system overview, how the financial system was evolved, what has been introduced, when the formal financial system was introduced in the country, that we have covered. Those students who are the student of batch 1, they know when the formal financial system started. Let me know when it is started. The formal, those who do not know what is formal financial system, the formal financial system is a system in which a certain rules, regulations are there, regulatory body is there. So formal system means the organized system, and how it will be organized? It will be organized by having a regulatory bodies, by having a certain rules and regulations in the business. And very good, the formal financial system started in the 1770 year with the Bank of Hindustan establishment. Then we have to cover Indian banking system, or the structure, how the banking system evolved, what are the financial product and services banking system is providing. Then the laws related to the banking, that is your Reserve Bank of India Act and Banking Regulation Act. RBI Act 1934 and Banking Regulation Act 1949 we have to cover here. Now the development financial institution, we are talking about what are development financial institution, like NABARD, SIDBI, Exim Bank, NHB, all these are the development financial institution. And the latest one we have NAFID. What we have NAFID, the latest one. It was established in 2021 only. Then microfinance institution, non-banking financial companies, insurance company, Indian financial system, regulators and their roles, and the reforms and development in the banking sector. All these are the Indian financial architecture part. That's the part of your module C. Okay, now next we have a module D here. So module D talks about what? It talks about the financial product and services, and you can see it has maximum number of units. So the maximum syllabus in Indian economy, Indian financial system is under the module C and D only. Because if I talk about module A and B, module B covers around your 7 units, module A covers your 11 units. Only 18 units are there in the module A and B. But module C covers 8 units, and module D has a maximum syllabus. And in the module D, there are certain chapters from which 5 to 6 questions definitely is going to be there. So financial market, like we are talking about financial product and services, all the financial product and services that bank is providing, NBFCs are providing, insurance business, pension business is providing, that we have to cover. So the financial market, the money market, the capital market, fixed income market, foreign exchange market, all the type of financial market we have to cover. Then how these markets are connected with each other, the interconnectedness among these markets we have to cover. Then the merchant banking services is a very important chapter as per the key takeaways of May 2023 paper. Around 5 to 6 questions can be seen from this particular chapter. Okay. Then the derivative market, again a part of a financial market. Factoring, forfeiting, trade receivables, discounting system, this is a part of your alternate source of finance. So we know the commercial banking system is there, and the commercial banking system help us to raise the capital or help us to fulfill our needs of money. But still, the commercial banking system is not sufficient to fulfill the requirement of the capital for each and every person in the country. And that's why we have find out the alternate way to raise the fund, that is the alternate source of finance. Okay, and this alternate source of finance covers the factoring, forfeiting, the venture capital, lease finance, hire purchase, etc. Okay, the crowdfunding, P2P lending, all these are the part of alternate source of finance. Then we have mutual funds. Again, mutual funds can you can see around 4 to 5 questions from the mutual fund. This is also very important chapter. Then the insurance product, pension product is there, Adda and PFRD that we have to cover. Then para banking, financial services provided by banks we have to cover. Then last, real estate investment trust and infrastructure investment trust we have to cover. So all these are the unit that can be seen in the module D of your Indian economy, Indian financial system, that is financial product and services. So this is what the syllabus discussion we have done about your module A and B. And how to cover these module, I have already told you how you can cover your module A, B and C and D. Clear? Now the key takeaways that we have seen is that module C and D, maximum questions were asked from the module C and D. Then the second thing here is the total weightage of module C and D was 55 to 60 marks. It means around 60% weightage was there from the module C. Clear? Then we have statement based questions. So the pattern of question you can see in your paper is around 4 types of pattern. That's very common. The first pattern will be one-liner question. One-liner question, like for example, they are asking you what does CTS stand for? What is CTR stand for? What does STR stand for? These kind of questions they can ask. What does CRR stand for? What does SLR stand for? What does SDF stand for? These are the one-liner question. The 0.5 mark question. Then the second, we have a statement-based question. Now, a statement-based question can be a kind of tricky for us because of the 2 reasons. The first reason are they are time-consuming. Let's say, for example, the question is asking which of the following statement is /are correct about SLR, for example. And they have given you 5 statements, that's a very lengthy statements. And then they have given you the option A, only 1 is correct, option B, only 2 and 3 correct, option C, all correct except D, or option D, let's say for example, all are correct. For example, these kind of question has been seen. So you have to first study the 5 statements. Then you will be able to answer the question. So this is a lengthy question. It will be a time consuming question for you. The second reason, the second problem you can face in this particular subject, in this particular statement based question is that if you do not know the each and every detail of your topic, you won't be able to answer the question. So everything is required to be understood by you if you want to answer the statement based question. It means in-depth knowledge of the topic should be there. If the question has been asked in the statement based question about SLR, you should know each and every detail of the SLR. Then only you will be able to answer, otherwise no. Now, the third pattern of question will be match the following. Match the following. The match the following question will be also kind of a question you have to remember about each and every topic they have asked here. And the last one is a case study question. Last one we have what? We have a case study question. Clear? So these are the 4 pattern of question can be seen. One-liner, statement based, match the following, case study. Clear to all? Okay. Now, next thing is all questions are based on the concept. If you do not know the concept, you won't be able to answer the question. Ravi sir, taking a screenshot or downloading is not allowed in the website. That's why you are not able to take a screenshot. What you can do, you can open in the laptop and you can take a photo of the screen if you want something to save. And do not worry about it. This whole PDF will be available for you in the session, Hana, after recording. And what strategy should we follow for preparation? 2-3 hours maximum you can spare hardly. So Dipti ma'am, what you have to do, first of all, each subject live classes should be attended by you. Hana, the live class will help you to understand the concept in much better way. As I know you are very regular in the classes, Hana, I know your name. By name I know you. It means you are regular in your live classes. So first thing you have to do, make sure you join the live classes, because in the live class you always be very active in the live class till then the live session is going on, because you know if you somehow divert your mind, you will miss a certain concept here. But if you are watching a recording now, you will feel like, yeah, I am watching a recording only, I will start after 15 minutes again, let's take a 15-minute gap. So in that sense, you won't be able to concentrate that much that you can do in the live class, and that's what we're talking about here. The first thing is attend the live classes. The second thing what you can do is make sure you revise the concept. And how you can revise, if you are using a public transport, you can have your headphones with you, earphones with you, and you can watch the recording. Or let's say if you are in a bank and you find out a certain time available, there is no customer, there is a less crowd in the bank and you have a less workload, you can open the e-PDFs, you can open the PDFs and revise from there. And as soon as the topic ends, do make sure the same day you give the mock test of the particular topic. It means a unit-wide test. So 3 things you have to do. Live classes should be attended. Second, the revision should be done. And the third, mock test. These 3 sequence you have to follow on the each and every unit or for each and every subject of yours. That's sufficient. You do not have to worry about it. And also do not have such kind of thing in your mind like first the syllabus should be completed, then we will start revising. Don't do that. If you do that, you know you have 55 units in PPB and only 60 days are remaining. How you can be able to complete the syllabus and then start the revision? You can't do that. So you have to make sure you are revising the concept regularly. So make sure give 1 day a revision day. Make 1 day in a week your revision day. Dipti ma'am, in which particular test you are talking about? That's a 6 or 16. Hana, so what I am talking about here, what you have to do, you have to make sure that 1 day in a week you should make your revision day and revise on a weekly basis. That will be very helpful for all of you. Okay, so these are the key takeaways that we have seen from your May 2023 paper. Hana, this key takeaways were from May 2023 paper. Harsha ma'am, this is an English medium batch only, no? The batch you are attending right now, this is an English medium batch. Now, what you have to do to clear the paper, first of all, focus on the concepts. Focus on concepts. Because without concept, nothing is going to happen. Second, do join live classes. If you are joining a live classes, you will be more concentrated on in the class and you will be covering the topic with the live class only. Then third, give topic-wise test. Topic-wise test. Okay, then do revision regularly. Revision regularly. Or if possible, then make 1 day a revision day. Make 1 day a revision day in a week. In a week, you have to dedicate one particular day for the revision only. Okay. And the fifth one is mock test. The full length mock test you have to give. and do the self-evaluation of this mock test, because this self-evaluation will help you to know your strong area and weak area in a particular subject in overall JIB also. Hana, so these are the certain things you have to focus on. They are not a kind of a strategy that is new. This is a very basic strategy you have to follow, and nothing else you can do apart from following these 5 steps. So focus on concept in the live classes, give the topic wise test, do the revision regularly, and give the mock test and do the self-evaluation. Because in the self-evaluation, you will find out that which particular topic you are not comfortable with, or in which particular topic you are not able to apply your knowledge of concept in the paper. Because understanding a concept and application of the concept on the paper is two different things. Let's say, for example, when I am taking a live class, you are able to understand the concept, for example, right? You understood the concept and you know what actually this term means. You know what actually this concept means. But when you are giving paper, you are attempting a mock test, you have find out there that a particular topic that you have completed, that you have understood very well, you are not able to apply that particular knowledge of your topic in the question. Because the question is a statement based question and a language a little bit tough, or the question has been asked in a form of a case study. So you know about the topic, but you are not able to know how to apply that knowledge in the paper. That's why mock test plus the self-evaluation is important. It will help you to know which particular topic you are weak in and which particular topic you are strong in. Accordingly, you can divide your time. Dipti ma'am, in which particular topic? You can give me the name of the topic. Clear? So this is how you have to cover your all the subject, not for only Indian economy, Indian financial system I am talking about. This should be done for all the subjects of your JIB, whether IE, IFS, PPB, Indian AFM or retail banking. Okay, do one thing, Dipti ma'am. Whenever you are giving mock test, whenever you are joining a live classes or recorded session, do make sure you have a pen paper with you and do write your doubts. Like you have given the mock test. You scored well, that's very good. If you haven't scored well, what you have to do, have a paper and pen with you, do write your queries there. Like I have given the unit 22 test and I scored this amount of score, I got this score out of this number, and I was not able to understand the question. I was not able to understand the language, or whatever question you are facing problem in. Do write your problems in there. On the 2nd and 4th Saturday, we are coming with the doubt session. I'm going to take the doubt session. So you can put your question there, you can ask your query there. Okay, and I will help you to know what is the reason why you are not able to score good in the mock test. Okay, Dipti ma'am, do one more thing also. Do drop a message on Telegram to me in a personal window. I will call you. We will discuss this over phone. Okay, don't worry about it. So this is what we're talking about. This is the pattern you have to follow to cover your syllabus. And this is what we have discussed about the paper. And now the important thing is that the marks will be distributed in 0.5, 1 or 2. So 2 mark question will be there. 1 mark question will be there, 0.5 mark question will be there. All these will be available in your test. Okay, so one-liner, case study, match the following, statement-based question, these type of question can be seen. Now, this is the orientation of your Indian economy, Indian financial system. Now, from Monday onwards, we are going to start this economics part or the first unit of your economics. That is what? The overview of Indian economy. Okay, so I will be coming up, or I will be starting the first unit of your, that is an overview of Indian economy. Clear? Now, those candidates who are watching us on YouTube and they want to enroll in a particular batch, so what you can do, you can go to the Adda 24/7 application, and if you haven't downloaded, do download the application. Go to the JIB CIB section. Here you will find the JIB October 2023 tab. Okay, and then you will find the batches here. Seema ma'am, what you can do, drop a mail to the support ID of Adda. They will contact with you and they will change your batch to the bilingual. No worry. Just drop a mail to the support ID of Adda 24/7. You will be able to get the bilingual batch. The enrollment of your can be changed. So how to enroll? This is the 4th Sankalp batch that started from today. That is the 4th of August, Sankalp JIIB selection batch. Or you can go with the Mahapack 2.0 batch also. This will cover, Mahapack 2.0 will cover the marathons also. How to enroll? To enroll in any particular batch or a Mahapack, the process is same. Do click on the particular batch you want to enroll in. Do read the details. It will cover the live classes. It will cover the test series, ebook, video courses, marathon, everything will be covered. Click on the buy now option and you have to enter a code that is JC80. This code is going on right now. You can use the code JC80 for 1% additional discount. You can go to the Adda 24/7 application and use the coins available there. So you will get 81% discount here. And if you face any kind of issue while enrolling yourself, you can contact on this number also to know what your problem is. You can discuss and you will get the solution from here. Clear? So this is the information for all of you who are new here or who haven't enrolled in the batch yet. And from Monday onwards, we will be starting with your topic, that is an overview of Indian economy. Now, those candidates who are from the batch 1, those candidates who are from the batch 1, tomorrow we have extra class in the morning at 7 a.m. At 7 we are having an extra class in which we are going to cover the last unit of your module C. So module C will be covered in the morning tomorrow for those candidates only who belongs to the batch 1. If you belongs to the batch 1, then join this class at 7. Otherwise, all the other candidates have to join the next class on Monday only. Not before then, that. Vishnu sir, I will check that. Maybe there is a certain mistake on the store. I will check that and will update that. Don't worry about it. In which batch you are talking about? First, second, third or fourth? Let me know. I will check on the store. Clear? So if you have any doubt, you can ask right now. So this is how we are going to cover the Indian economy, Indian financial system, and this is how the strategy you have to follow to prepare for your paper. And apart from that, we are starting from module A from Monday onwards, and for tomorrow only we are going to have 7 a.m. class for the batch 1 students for the module C completion. Monday at the same time at 7 p.m. we are going to meet. Okay, and for PPB we are going to meet in the morning at 7:30 a.m. So principles and practices of banking will be at 7:30 morning a.m. or the Indian economy and Indian financial system will be in the evening at 7 p.m. Okay, so let's end the session here. See you all in the next class on Monday at the 7 p.m. with the first unit of your overview of Indian economy. So thank you for joining the session. If you still have any doubt, do make sure if any doubt is there in any particular session, you can write it down and you can ask in the second and fourth Saturday if you are watching a recorded session. If you are watching a live, you can right now ask your doubts. Okay, so thank you all. Take care all. Good night. Bye-bye.